How a journalist was de-journalized for doing good deeds in the 1990s.
As a teenager, I was completely out of control. Someone complained about me every day. I was even on the wanted list. I ran away from home. And then one day, there was a knock on our apartment door. My mother opens it, saying, "What has he done now?" She had no idea what was about to happen next. And there's a man standing on the doorstep, and he starts spinning some crazy story. Like, "Your boy is very talented. I'm a journalist, and I've dedicated a full 2-page spread in the newspaper to his writings." He hands me that issue, leaves his contacts, apologizes, and leaves. Mom seemed speechless. And I locked myself in the bathroom with that newspaper. And I was damn ashamed. I knew the other guys wouldn't get it. Writing for a newspaper wasn't by the code. Well, and then I started visiting that journalist at his home. I completely lost my marbles. Soon, one newspaper wasn't enough for me. I started writing for every single one in the city. I thought it was cool. You walk down any street, go into any organization and take an interview. I used to cut a thin notebook into 2 parts, making a notepad, and I'd prepare my questions there. One newspaper even promised me an official position in case I enrolled in the philology faculty by correspondence. But for that, I needed my high school diploma, which they wouldn't give me at the Shirashka. That's what we called the low-level vocational school I was studying at back then. I often went to that journalist for advice on these matters. He couldn't really suggest a clear path, which is why I even ran around for help at the City Department of Education, where nobody gave a damn about my whims. However, the serious organizations didn't give a damn about the journalist himself either. The thing is, he decided to do good deeds. In the 90s, he created a teenage newspaper in our city. He looked for works by talented children and teenagers. And this newspaper was actually typeset in a special school, where graduates from a boarding school for the mentally challenged and other troublemakers, who were simply got rid of from normal schools, were studying. He released several issues. And then, as I recall, he started writing complaints to other, unrelated editorial offices, saying that his newspaper was being strangled by taxes, while the local lying rag, Breckenach, was, on the contrary, exempt from them. I don't know, maybe they considered it insolence, but his name started appearing less frequently in the newspaper where he worked. And then a year passed. So I'm sitting on the stairs in the stairwell. I look, and in comes that very journalist, throwing newspapers into the mailboxes. We exchanged a glance, didn't say a word to each other. He himself seemed kind of hesitant, avoiding eye contact. Well, I was like, I get it, it's all clear. And then the other newspapers started to gradually shut down. 2 offices or some cafes appeared in the editorial rooms. And over time, the whole press thing went to hell. Nobody needed it anymore. Does anyone even read now? Run to the Soyuzpechat kiosks? What's the point of a newspaper now when you have a phone and the internet?